Do you struggle with saying no? Do you feel tension and anxiety when you know you're going to have to say no? Is your automatic response when somebody asks you to do something is yes, of course? If you said yes to one of those questions, today's episode is for you. Hi, my name is Murielle. I am an inner transformation coach, a tapping practitioner, and the founder of As Happy as a French Woman. If you struggle with saying no, that's probably because your internal program about saying no, your internal program associated something negative with saying no. And that usually starts in our childhood, when we are taught to behave in a certain way, to not say what we think, especially to adults, to really be a proper citizen. And the problem is that we learn the message behind that is that what the other person is feeling is more important than what you are feeling. And we then prioritize other people's feelings and response over ours. So today I would like to help you develop the habit of saying no when you really feel like saying no. When saying yes would lead to a feeling of obligation and resentment. When you say yes over and over in relationships and you really say yes by obligation, there is some resentment that starts building up. And then at a certain point, you don't know why, but the smallest thing can make you explode. How to stay away from that? Be true, be authentic, learn to say no, learn to set limits. I know that it is easier said than done. So that's why we are going to practice tapping in order to interrupt the response of stress related to saying no in our body. We are going to build a different association with the word no at a nervous level. So let's start. I am going to state a statement and I will leave some space for you to repeat. If a statement doesn't really fully resonate with you, change it. Use your own words. It has to really resonate. You have to feel the resonance in your body, because we're talking about the body and the nervous system right now. Another thing, I'm going to lead you toward your past with my statement. There is a specific process that I'm going to follow. If there is a memory that rises up, remember to write it down after the session, because that specific memory may very well be the first time that you have learned that saying no is not an option. And if it is, you will want to tap on that memory or that event, following the exact same process that we are going to follow in today's session. And I will give you more details after the session on the process. So right now, bring to mind a situation when you had to say no and you really felt uncomfortable with it, or even not even capable of saying no. Or a situation that you're living right now where you know you will have to say no and you have an immense stress response in your body and fear. I'm going to give you a few seconds. If you can't really reach that feeling, pause the video and go back to that, because it is very important to bring the negative emotion in your body. And don't worry, it doesn't mean you're going to attract something wrong. We're going to focus on that just a few minutes and to bring it to the surface and be able to skim it like milk. once you are there, we're going to start tapping. So I hope that you were able to bring the emotion. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, you want this emotion in your body at a 5 or higher. If you're not there yet, pause the video and go work on that. If you are, terrific. We're going to start with the opening statement. Tapping on the karate point. And if you want to review the points, I have a video explaining that on my YouTube channel. Even though I am really afraid about saying no, I love and accept myself. And if you can say, I love and accept myself, say, I open to love and accept myself completely. Even though I am really terrified and extremely stressed about saying no to that person, I love and accept myself completely. Even though I am really scared and stressed and freaking out about saying no to that person, I love and accept myself completely. Now to the eyebrow point. I'm gonna have to say no. I'm so afraid about saying no. I wonder what he or she will feel about me. I wonder if he will feel that I'm a selfish person. And what if he thinks I'm a bad person? Good people don't really say no, they say yes all the time. Good people help other people. What if they think I'm selfish? What if they think I'm a bad person? What if they don't want to be my friend or in my life anymore? What if they think I'm stupid? What if they are mad at me? I don't like people being mad at me. I can't stand people being mad at me. I'm so afraid they're gonna be mad at me. I'm so afraid to say no. I don't like to say no. I don't like when people say no to me. What if they really need help and I say no? What if I become a bad person because I start saying too much no? All that fear about saying no. All that stress about saying no. I hate feeling like this. I hate that feeling in my body. All that fear and stress in my body. That's really uncomfortable. I don't like feeling like this. I don't like feeling uncomfortable. All that fear in my body. All that fear that I feel in my stomach. All that tightness in my stomach. It's really strong, it even makes me sick. Saying no makes me sick. All that stress and fear in my body. that stress and fear in my body. I wonder if I can let it go. I wonder even how to let it go. I'm not sure I know how to let it go. I wonder when it even started. When did it start? I probably had that for years. In fact, I've felt like this when I say no for years. I hate that feeling. I want to let it go. It's not even helping. It doesn't help me. It's just annoying and uncomfortable. I don't want that feeling anymore in my body. I don't want that fear in my body anymore. I don't want that stress in my body anymore. I don't want that tightness in my stomach anymore. I'm willing to let it go. I'm willing to learn to let it go. I'm willing to let it go more and more each day. I now choose to let go of that feeling in my stomach. I choose to let go of that fear in my body. I choose to let go of that stress that doesn't help me. I choose to let go of the stress of saying no. I choose to say no. And I choose to feel more and more at ease with saying no. I now choose to be there for me. I now choose to love myself in that way. I love myself, therefore I learn to set limits with people. I love myself, and the people who really love me will stay in my life. I love myself, therefore I want to have only authentic and loving relationships in my life. I love myself and I want to be loved for who I am. I love myself and I want to be loved for who I am and not what I do. I love myself and I love the people in my life, and I want to love them for who they are and not for when they say yes or no. Saying no doesn't make me a bad person. Saying no teaches me to set limits. Saying no is teaching me to be stronger. Saying no is teaching me to honor my limits. I choose to say no because I honor who I am. I choose to say no because I want to be true to others and I want to be true to myself. I now choose to say no when I feel like saying no. in a loving way. I now choose to be there for myself and say no when I mean no and yes when I mean yes. I now choose to say yes from my heart and with no resentment. I now choose to be aligned with my truth. I now choose to be myself and to let people love me for whom I am. I now choose to be aligned with my truth. I now choose to say no. I give myself permission to say no. And therefore, I give others permission to say no. I now choose to have only authentic and fulfilling relationships in my life. I love myself, therefore I am true to who I am. I love myself and I'm here for myself. I honor myself and I let the yeses from my heart shine in the world and forget about all the other yeses. I love and honor myself and I inspire other people in my life to do the same. I love and honor myself. I love my authentic and fulfilling relationships. I love to be aligned with my truth. It feels so good. Take a deep breath. And you should feel more relief about saying no, just even thinking about the same situation. If there is still some tension, you can do this exercise a second time. If a memory came up to your mind, write it down now and tap on it following the same process. First of all, do an opening statement, tapping on the karate chop. Bring the situation in your body. Describe it with your own words. Describe your fear. Describe what you felt at the time. Really bring yourself back into the emotion, because if you are really in it, you should feel it now in the present time. That's the ability that we have with our beautiful brain. And then focus on what you feel and focus on the fact that it may have served you in the past to feel that way because it was a survival mechanism, a coping pattern, but it doesn't anymore. And focus on letting go of that emotion in your body. Focus on opening to let it go, being resourceful about letting it go, receiving some help and guidance about that. And then go toward the positive that will come from learning to say no based on that situation that you lived through. I hope it helps. I hope you learn to say yeses from the heart and no's when you need to set limits with people. If you have comments or questions, you can post them below the video, or if you want more privacy, you can go to my website ashappyasafrenchwoman.com and send me an email from there, or to my Facebook page, facebook.com/ashappyasafrenchwoman.com. Until I see you in another video, tap into your happiness. And if you liked it, subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. Bye until we see each other next time.